you think that it is a good idea for men to pay for sex?
Me personally, I can't ever see myself doing it. But I can't really speak for guys that have a harder road than I do dating. It's like, for instance, two of my friends growing up were really good with women, really good. They was banging
Really?
girls.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they was banging women when we was like teenagers. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw that, and obviously I knew I couldn't do that. So I had to work
Mm-hmm.
with what I could at that level or at my level at the time. Yeah. Now I have to, as an adult with a mature mind, I have to realize that there's some guys that are like at a lower level to me. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like every guy is not on the same level. Do you get what I'm saying? Whether that's a good thing or bad thing, in an ideal world, everything could be fair, but unfortunately, it's not. Some of us are better looking in the face than others. Some of us are taller than others. Some of us have got big equipment. Some of us got small equipment, bruv. There's a lot of things going on, bruv. Like factors. You get what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's fair for me to say to somebody else who feels like the only thing they can do is go and pay for women, or maybe they just don't want to deal with the headache of dating. I'm not gonna tell them what to do. They're a man, bruv. That's your decision, bruv. It's you that's gonna live with it. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, all I can say is, for me, I wouldn't do it, because I don't need to do it. But I wouldn't demonize somebody else if they could articulate why they do it. I'm not gonna
Mm-hmm.
demonize them. Now, if you're
But you
now,
see,
I will say this one thing: if you're somebody who you just pay for vagina because you're too lazy to do self improvement and make yourself better, you're just doing it out of
right, right.
laziness, then I don't respect that, because you're just lazy in it. But if it's a thing of you can articulate why you're doing it, then I can hear you out. And if it makes sense, it makes sense for you.
The whole ideology of a guy taking money out of his pocket, right, to pay to have sex with a woman, to me is very weak. And
Okay.
it's not just it being weak, right? Number one, most of the women that are in the sex trade, that are prostitute, they don't like being a prostitute. They don't want to be in that situation. You're basically taking advantage of someone who is at the bottom of society, who have no other option, and you are taking advantage of them.
There are women that are in it, and they're doing it out of desperation and stuff like that. But there's some women that are doing it because that's the easy route for them to make money, bro. Like, everything's not black and white, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? It's
So you
like it's like
think
it's like it's like these
so?
chicks on Instagram. What do you, bro? They're selling their
Do you
box. Do you think they're in the
do you
same
think
Do you think they're in the
do
same
you
position
do
as
you
the women
think?
on the street corner? They're not in the same position, but they're doing the same thing.
But in general, though, let us look at it in this way, right? Do you think anybody like being a prostitute?
My thing is this, yeah. Like, it's not black and white. Like, there's never ever black and white. There's some women that are doing it out of desperation, and there's some women that are doing it just because it's an easy way to get money.
Most guys these days, they think that you can just buy your way into is just that it's not preparing you to be able to keep build relationship with people. It's like you're trying to escape the reality of life. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I get what you're saying, yeah, and I agree that men shouldn't try and rely on money to buy themselves into a relationship, and a real relationship anyway, yeah. But you gotta understand, bro. You mentioned Kevin Samuels. What is the theme in Kevin Samuels shows? High value man. What's the number one thing that a lot of these women that call up his show talk about? They want a man that makes six figures, bruv. So it's not just on the men thinking they can buy their way into vagina. A lot of these women are demanding the men buy their way into vagina, bruv. Do you see what I'm saying? It's not. It's not. It goes both ways, bro. It goes hand in hand, bruv. You know what I'm
But
saying?
even risking your life and all, you could catch STD with that shit.
Yeah. You could catch STD dating a girl that you just met and she didn't make you take her out on a date. You could get an STD from a girl you just took to the park for free. That don't mean nothing.
Nah, man, any girl who you hit, you definitely have to test her. You know, guys not going to go raw off the jump. I mean, come on, you gotta be crazy to go raw off the jump.
Bro, I can guarantee that a lot of guys, if the right girl comes along, they will hit it raw straight away.
What?
What?
Damn.
What? Bro, in my life, I've done it loads of times. What do you mean, fam?
You
Do you know what I mean?
serious,
Do you know what I
bro?
mean? Bro, like, bro, I've talked about this loads of times. Do you know how many girls I've hit raw in my life, bro? A lot,
Like, and you
fam.
did not test them. No test. You need nothing.
How,
You just
how,
went
bro,
on it.
how are you gonna... So you're saying, yeah, that every time you meet a girl, you go and take her to the sexual health clinic to test her.
Yes.
Wow, well, then that's good then. But I can guarantee if I ask everyone listening, all 163 people listening, yeah, men listening, yeah, have you, how many of you have just hit a girl raw without her being tested, without you knowing she's completely clean? Press one in the chat. I want to see, bro, because there's going to be a lot of ones on the screen. Because you're doing the right thing. I'm not saying that you're doing something wrong, but most guys, black, white, whatever, will hit a chick raw. Like, that's not,
Damn.
bruh, like,
That's crazy, bro.
it's
That's
crazy, but that's true. At the end of the day, like, my thing is, if I give an advice to guys, also don't hit it raw. Don't go in raw, because usually you're just hitting it because you're horny, and there's a lot of risk that comes along with that. You know, best case scenario, nothing happens. Next step, you get her pregnant. Worse than that, you might catch something. So
Yeah, you if you get like seriously, if you get something, come on, that it don't worth the risk.
But
It really
I
don't.
rate you though. You're the type of guy, you take a girl to the clinic before you go and have sex with her. That's good, man.
Yeah, definitely. Especially a girl that I'm with right now. I like when I first met her.
Yeah.
I like you. I like you and all of that. I want to have a relationship with you and all. We talk about growing our later so, and I said before we can do anything, we have to get tested. And she was scared. She was like,
She was scared.
bro,
What's she
you
scared
just did-
for?
She was scared. I don't know. And she told me she only have one body count. One. Like
She only had one body count. Why's she scared for? Bruh, I don't know, fam. I don't know about that chick.
I just want to say that make sure that all these guys out here don't be paying for go out there, work out, get your confidence up to be able to get you something, Stop paying for it's weak. You're not a real man if you pay for pussy. Real men don't pay for pussy.
Yeah,
what
but
I'm
you
saying?
know, but
Just wanna
I feel you, but let me just say one thing. We all pay in one way or another, bro.